5 ways to make $1 million. And these ways are very simple. Anyone out there can actually follow them. And it's not just like long term, you have to wait like 50 years, 40 years. No, I actually give you guys ways that you can actually make $1 million in like less than a year and a little bit over a year, and also 40 years, 50 years, whatever your pace is. You're going to find a method in this video that's actually going to help you in that way that you want to be helped, right? So the first one is the fast way, right? Because I'm not a big fan of the fast way, but I also understand that the fast way can get you there faster, and it's very good and efficient, right? The first way is sales. Sales is everything. Like, the entire economy runs on sales. You're constantly selling products, you're constantly being sold products. It's just how it works, right? So for example, one of my favorite products to actually sell are ebooks. Why ebooks? Because ebooks, you can make one ebook and then you can sell that to multiple people, but you don't constantly have to like remake that product. There's no overhead charges, none of that stuff. Maybe you have to pay like commission based if you want to like sell it to other people, and those people sell it to other people like that, or however you want to do it, right? If you make an ebook and you're selling that ebook for maybe like $10, $50, $100. I've seen a lot of ebooks go for a lot of money, depending on the program and depending on who you actually are. So say for example, you're like a regular person and you're selling that for $10, and you sell 500 of them a month. That's like 16 ebooks a day. If you do that, you make like approximately, I think like $5,000. Is it 5,000? Yeah. You make $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. And in 40 years, what is it? Like, it's a long time, right? And in 16 years, you get to $1 million. But that's just one example, right? In sales also, if you were to sell a product that cost $100, you're selling it for $100, right? If you sell that product and you sell 500 of those products every month, that's $50,000 in sales. That's $600,000 a year, and that's 1.66 years to get to 1 million. So it all depends on the product you're actually selling, and that's why people get like super rich when it comes to sales. And when it comes to sales, guys, I recommend you learn how to sell. There's a bunch of books out there. The second way is commissions. Now, commissions are very simple but very hard, and a lot of people don't like to work commission because when you work commission, there are slow days and also a good day. So for example, one day you walk in the office and you make like $10,000, $1,000, and the other day you make like $2 because there were no sales, no one was on the phone, blah blah blah, and so on. But you can get a lot of money based on commission. Some companies out there pay you like 10%, 30%, even 35%. So imagine selling a product from one of these big entrepreneurs like Gary Vee, Ty Lopez, all these people, and they're paying you 10%. And these products cost approximately like between $1,000 to $5,000, right? So if you get $1,000 and you're getting 10%, that's $100 you just make from one call. 5,000, that's $500 per sale. So if you make like 3 sales a day, that's $1,500 in your pocket. So commission is a very lucrative way to actually make a lot of money. And what I recommend is like, it's just selling, you know, and actually learning how to sell, just like selling ebooks and stuff like that. It's basically the same thing, but commission is a little bit more lucrative because you don't have to like make a product and you don't have to be like the face of the product because somebody's already doing that job, and all you have to do is sell the product, which is very good. The third way to make $1 million is by starting a business. This is one of the fastest ways to make $1 million, but it's also one of the riskiest ways to lose all your money. And if you don't know, I think 1 in 10 businesses like fail in the first 3 years, something like that. So it's very hard to create a business and actually get it running. But if and by the way, guys, I'm gonna be creating courses on businesses and how to like develop like passive income and all these things, but like that's later on. But for now, there are a lot of courses out there that can actually guide you how to make money on the internet and how to actually start a business. Because if you start a business, you can literally make $1 million in like 6 months, even 1 month, depending on the business that you make. Or it might take you 40 years, like it took Sam Walton. If you don't know who Sam Walton is, that's a guy that started Walmart, and actually took him 40 years to actually get to a level where he was actually making a ton of money. So it's a process. It depends on your pace. It depends on the business. It depends on the economy. Not really, that's BS, but it just depends on a lot of things. But if you work hard and you're constantly like going after it, you're gonna get there either way. Now the fourth way, and these are my ways, right? These are my ways, by the way. The fourth and fifth way, these are basically my ways that a lot of people on YouTube, they don't like because it's long term. Well, the fifth one is my way. The fourth way is to work an honest job. For example, if you work a job and you're getting a salary between $40,000 $60,000, that's not that bad, you know what I mean? It just means that, hey, you're not making the most money, but if you're using that money, by the way, anyone that's working a job that's making $40,000 to $60,000 a year, you're gonna make $1 million. Whether in 16 years, if you're making 60K, or maybe 20, how long is it? If you make okay, and if you're making 40K, that's 25 years. You're going to make $1 million throughout your career. The point is you probably won't have it all in your pocket because you have bills, you have everything to pay. So you're never actually going to get to $1 million. But the way I would do it is if you're making all that money, just try to live below your means and you can save that up. And it'll probably take you 50 years to get to $1 million. But guess what? You got to $1 million. but I really don't recommend it. Now, the fifth way, and my favorite way, is index funds. And index funds is one of my favorite ways, because if you deposit in your index fund account portfolio, maybe an Acorn or whatever portfolio you want to make, if you're depositing $500 every single month consistently for the next 40 years, you're going to get $1 million by the time you're like turn 60, like in my case. And that $1 million is going to produce $25,000 in dividend payments every single year. So that makes you a ton of money. And here's my entire point about this, right? I gave you guys 5 ways, right? Sales, commissions, businesses, having a regular job, and doing index funds now, right? What you guys didn't know is that I actually gave you a way to make $5 million, because all of these ways, you can actually do it with no problem. For example, you can create an ebook and you can sell it. You can still work your job while you're doing that, because you're still going to make $1 million there. And you can still invest in the index funds, because all you need to do is deposit $500. And then you can still work a commission-based job like 4 or 5 hours a week. You can still do that. And the fifth way, you can still start a business. And if you want, you can incorporate commission-based inside of your business, and you can still make a ton of money like that. So guys, really figure out what I just said here with these ideas and try to interpret it in your way, and actually try to incorporate your skills into it. Do not work from your weaknesses. If you know you're not good at sales, then work on the other things. If you know you're not good at the other things, then work on your sales, on whatever it is. But do not work on your weaknesses, because it's not what you should be doing. If you work on your strengths, you get there faster, much more faster. So do your research and do everything you have to do. Guys, my name is TommyBryson. If you don't know me, you know me now. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff. And please, leave some comments down below. Leave business ideas. Leave a whole bunch of ways that you think you can actually make $1,000 or $100,000 or maybe even $1 million. Leave it down below so I can make a video on it next time. And I actually want to try it out. And I think very soon I'm gonna be making a video of me actually starting a business and actually getting it done. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You've got to start